Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to game number 2. So our player in the blue is playing Karakuri, well, Karakuri Geargia, and our player in the red is playing Dark World. So player in the blue is going first, because going first, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pretty good, especially when you get your side deck cards in. I'm actually curious to see what he actually side decks, because I know Geargia's, I mean you do overlay a lot, but would they actually play, or side macro D-Fish? I'm actually kind of curious to see if they can fit that in. Or maybe they just do the Shadow Imprisoning there. So, Nesh is thinking about this. Maybe he wants to solve more of this. Oh, he's going to go for a Maxi. Okay, that's pretty good. Because, I mean, the Dark World players don't play Sangan. Although Sangan searches out, what is it, like Brow's probably your best option. So he's going to go for Brow. He can just end his turn right there, and it won't even be that bad for a player in the blue. And, you know, it's not bad for the player in the red either, because, I mean, I'm just going to sell a lot. Okay, that's a lot of back row. But, I mean, Dark World's, I mean, sometimes I've seen them side out their, they side out, what is it? The drag downs, because they want to side in other spells and other monsters that hurt other people's decks. So, perhaps those can be, like, you know, other spells and traps that actually, you know, do something. The thing with game 1 is, though, you gotta watch out for those drag downs. In game 2, I would say most likely they side those out. I've seen a lot of Dark World players side them out. Again, it's because if you want to, like, you know, side in Snowman Eater or Thunder King or something like that, for example, you're not going to be able to use drag down too effectively. And then now we see an overlay, and let's see what he overlays. Maybe he's going for Zenmains. Wow, Zenmains out of a Dark World player. That reveals that his hand probably doesn't have answers to the back row. So, a player in the blue is thinking, he's like, you know what, if he's going for Zenmains, he's going on the defensive mode here. And we see a Solemn Warning activated. He's going to hit that Zenmains. So I would say against Karakuri, Zenmains doesn't do much. You just move that Zenmains to attack position. Just attack into it all day. I mean, if you had the back row anyways, then it wouldn't even matter. You know what I mean? You'd still have a Solemn Warning down. I don't know if that was the best play from a player in the blue. But, I mean, I don't know his hand. I don't know what he has set. And a Dimensional Fissure. Because if you guys remember, like I was mentioning earlier, I was wondering if you played Macro Fissure because, you know, that hurts Dark Worlds a lot. I think Macro is a little bit better against Dark Worlds. But the thing is, if you're playing like Geargia's, which is, you know, heavily a deck that you can, you know, make a lot of exceeds with, D-Fissure makes it so the cards still go to the graveyard. So it is a little bit of a benefit for our player in the blue there. It just doesn't hurt him as much as Macro, perhaps. So this card must activate with that 600. Oh wait, does it gain attack? Oh, and he's going to chain a Space Typhoon to that Dimensional Fissure. I wonder why he's chaining a Space Typhoon. And we see a Solemn Judgment, which, you know, that's going to put our player in the blue at kind of low life. I mean, 3,000 already without even, you know, essentially taking any damage from a monster. That's just a warning and a judgment. So he will take, doesn't it gain 800? Oh, only when you take battle damage involving this card? Or is that like a separate effect? I don't know. I don't think that damage will make a difference. Yeah, MST does not get banished. Not that it really matters. I don't think anyone can play Magician of Faith in traditional. I mean, in advanced rated here. So he's viewing his opponent's graveyard, but yeah, Solemn Judgment. I'm sorry. Dimensional Fissure really does hurt Dark Worlds. I like Macro better because you can chain it to their Dark World dealings and stuff like that. It just makes it more optimal. But yeah, again, like I mentioned earlier. So he's viewing his extra deck. So, like I mentioned earlier, since the player in the red made Zen, I'm just going to just go for that little poke. Since our player in the red made Zen mates, I really feel like those back rows could be like just nothing. Or they could be maybe Rivalry of Warlords. No, they're all machine, right? Goes in match. I think most of them are Earth, so I don't know what you could side against the Karakuri. I know Thunder King's really good against Karakuris, but like I mentioned earlier, Dark Worlds might not be able to side deck that, and if they did, they'd have to take out Drag Down. So seeing a Karakuri Watchdog beatdown in game number 2, I hope Watchdog wins this game by himself. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, again, I'm not sure if maybe someone will mention in chat that it gains that 800. Okay. I mean, he's getting that Watchdog OT. That Watchdog, I mean, 24, oh no, that's over 2,400, that's 3,200 damage. Wait, I'm right on that, right? So I'm not that bad at math. Oh yeah, it's only 24. Next turn will be 3,000. Wow, I am that bad at math. It also is 4:30 in the morning, so I'll say that's because it's really late. It's honestly because I'm awful at math. But yeah, so now I'll take a total of 3,000 damage from the Watchdog. And the thing is, like, I'm kind of curious, why doesn't our player in the red at least summon something? It's only 600 attack. How do you have this many cards that you literally can't use? Like, unless you have triple Dark World Dealings, and you could still activate Dark World Dealings. Like, I don't understand how you can have, like, if these are all recklesses, you can activate them. Like, what is preventing our player from the red from doing anything? I mean, he's already used Solemn Judgment and a warning. Like, what is he afraid of? I'm actually really curious what our player in the red has. I mean, unless he has triple Grapha and, like, triple Dark World. Like, you could still activate Dark World Dealings. He's just going to get rid of that Defissure. And after this, it could change the game. Let's see if that's going to go through. Ooh, it is going to go through. And now our player in the red's going to be like, oh, Dark World Dealing, Dark World Dealing, Dark World Dealing. Card Destruction, like, he's going to have everything. This will pretty much make game, because he's only at 3,000 life. Also, I think this one go to defense mode was selected as attack target. Let's see if we see a Macrocosmos chained, or like a Shadow Imprison here. Oh, okay, no. And from here, I think our Dark World player will be in a very good position, and he's going to be able to just get rid of the back row. And then, let's see what that face down was. It was a Mirror Force. I personally don't like Mirror Force against Dark Worlds, because the only thing you ever hit is Grapha, and it just comes right back. Oh, that's it? Really? I'm just going to go straight for the brow now, huh? That was very interesting. Our player in the blue is thinking, if you have a Torrential, use it. This is your time. Nash, you got it. You got to get rid of that. He says okay. Unless he's gonna like activate DD Crow after the summon, like there's nothing you can do. Oh, he's gonna go for a bottomless on that. Okay, that works. Ooh, and Devi is chained to that, so Grapha will not be getting banished because deck devastation banished is a cost to tribute it, and that will ruin. This card is just game for a player in the blue, and that's unfortunate. I mean, I probably would have Solemn Judgment to that Space Typhoon earlier on. Nesh is saying, put it back. Maybe we got a Dark Bribe. Come on, Dark Bribe. Ooh, a Book of Moon. It's a cost of tribute, unless there's something I do not notice. Nope. He realized, never mind, it's not face up. And even if it was tribute one face up, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, he can still tribute. What he could have done, what our player Nesh could have done, he could have Book of Mooned the first summon of the Dark World monster before Grapha came out. Therefore, our player in the red would not be able to go for Grapha, because Grapha does have to return a face-up Dark World monster. So, unfortunate for our player in the blue, I think that will basically be game for him. Because he loses all his monsters in his hand, and he's only got 3,000 life, and our player in the red can just graph up over and over. We're seeing Dark World Dealings again. What is he going to... Now he's going to discard the brow? Because you need a Dark World monster, because I've seen a few Dark World players sometimes literally just be like, oh, it's cool, let me just discard... Oh, he had double graph. Why didn't you just go for that before and hit another back row? It would have been much more optimal. I really feel like our player in the red is just making a few mistakes, but it really doesn't matter because he is playing Dark World, and the deck just nets so much quick advantage, and you don't even have to overextend. You don't have to worry about like anything happening to your cards almost. I mean, you gotta watch out for like Deep Prison or Bottomless, but there's no way you can like read that card, you know. But yeah, our player in the blue does need to discard for Dark World Dealings. Not that it really matters, because at this point our player in the red won. I think our player in the blue perhaps is calculating what he has, and he's still thinking what he wants to discard. So maybe our player in the blue can still come back from this. I actually hope so. Oh, he's going to discard a Trap Stone. I'm interested to see why he's going with all these Trap Stones. And he hits a Book of Moon. But yeah, what's up with all the Trap Stones? Like, maybe Skill Drain? I would rather decide in Space Typhoon, because that still makes him pay the 1,000 and gets rid of it forever. So we see a Dark Smog activated. Maybe he's going to go for like a Silva, and then from here, I mean, again, the Dark World, yeah, like this. There's the Silva. I'm pretty sure from here, Dark World player is just going to be like, it's cool, bounce back for Grapha. And we see Torrential Tribute activated. Okay, so he can Torrential Tribute when Silva is summoned. That's totally acceptable. And a player in the blue has no monsters, essentially. Unless he has like Grand Soil or something. Because if you guys remember, Deck Devastation Virus is going to be in effect, so he's got to reveal what he draws this turn. Even if it is not a monster. Oh, he's got to discard it. That's unfortunate for him. So we see a Diffuser activated, which is good, but at this point, it doesn't matter. Our Dark World player already got off the play. It's the same. Oh, and we see a Monster Reborn. Okay, maybe a player can come back from this. Oh, and we see Torrential. Well, that will still manage it though, but I don't think he managed because he has 2 Graphas in the graveyard. It still will get banished. And from here, I mean, he already knows his whole hand because of the Deck Devastation Virus. And then he's just going... No, he doesn't have a Dark World? I thought he saw Brow. Did he discard Brow earlier? I don't remember. Our Torrential Tribute, that's pretty good. Wow. I mean, he had the Reborn play, but he's got D-Fissure out. So maybe our player in the red is perhaps afraid? I mean, I would just go for it. I mean, he's only at 3,000 life. Literally, you can just end this game so much faster. And I mean, he's not going to have any monsters for a few turns, so you could just kind of attack and just get that advantage, and then he can't Warning. Because our player in the blue could still saw Warning once. I mean, he knows he's got a Torrential Tribute. And we see Gemini Imps discarded because of the Deck Devastation Virus. I think that's the last turn, right? Yeah, Gemini Imps is pretty darn good against Dark Worlds, but the thing with Gemini Imps and playing D-Fissure, they counter each other, kind of, because while you have D-Fissure out, you can't Gemini Imps. That is the downside. And we're seeing a Reborn. If our player in the red is smart, he will Monster Reborn the Silva. So he's going to call Silva. I mean, he could chain like a DD Crow or something like that. But yeah, he should go for the Silva. In the off chance that there's another Bottomless or something like that. You want to save your Grapha. Yeah, he's going to go for that, and then he will bounce back for Grapha. A player in the... Okay. That would be the correct play. I would still say that it was a good play. Although, oh, we say Compulse activated. Okay. Trapstone as a response, and I guess it's now a monster card. I like where this is going, but I really feel again that our player just has a little too much advantage here. So Trapstone would then negate the Compulse. Yeah, I think our player in the blue definitely misplayed there, because if he doesn't remember, he activated Bottomless, Change Resolve backwards, Compulse is negated by Trapstone, then also Bottomless is negated by that. I'm curious to why our player... He has 2 Graphas, right, guys? Was he afraid of, what, a Torrential? Like, who cares? Maybe we can Geargia Arsenal and give that beatdown. He's 17, though. I mean, he contributed to... I would attack first, yeah, okay, good. I'm glad our player in the blue at least is doing that. He did waste a Trapstone. Not sure if that's going to cost him the game, but it definitely is, not the best idea to do that. It's actually, yeah, he actually does take another 200. It might make a difference in this, who knows. Yeah, if that Watchdog actually got that boost of 800, because it said it had to, like, take battle damage, so I wasn't positive on that, but he's going to attribute it, and it doesn't have to go to the graveyard from it, right? Yes, that's pretty good, because D-Fissure would not allow him to go to the graveyard anyways, just making sure. So let's see what he goes for. He's going to go for a Geargia Armor. And I'll probably flip it face down, which I think is a good idea. Yeah, and then perhaps next turn he will be able to finish our player in the red off if that face down card... I think it's a Torrential if I remember correctly. But yeah, we see a Reckless get activated. So, I mean, that card's a Torrential Tribute. So, he says sure, and yeah, unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier, I mean, look at the card advantage. Our player in the red, well, Reckless Greed was there to help a little bit, but does it have to discard? So he's going to summon Snow, and then he's going to maybe Gates. Let's see if he gets. Oh, just gonna go for the. Because I mean, he could still discard one. Yeah. Why would you run into that? I mean, he knows what it is. I guess. I mean, Snow is still 2,000. I guess. Yeah, I think it's actually worth it. Let's see what he goes for. I mean, he could just go for another Geargia Arsenal and just like reset this, which I think is good. Yeah, I think that is what he's gonna go for. He's just in the stall mode right now, which you know, I mean, he's kind of forcing that. I mean, look how many cards he's got compared to the Dark World player, right? Like, it's just too many cards. I mean, yeah, you could still activate Gates, right? Yeah, you can banish one and then you just discard one fiend monster. Yeah, you can still activate that. I mean, the Dark World won't get its effect when it's discarded and sent to the graveyard, but that's okay. I mean, pretty decent. Like, that really helped out, because if he didn't have the field spell, he wouldn't have been able to get over it. So he's going to go for it, Geargia Arsenal, and with triple back row. He's asking if it's okay. Let's see if he can actually do anything. I actually hope. Come on, play the blue. I mean, he had Dark Hole, he had Rewind, he had a lot of good cards, but you can just see it just didn't matter. But our player in the red is under Reckless. So he's trying to think. I'm trying to think of what he can really go for, too. Let's see what he's going to do. I mean, like I said again, he can go for another Arsenal. Or maybe he's got Accelerator in his hand. He's thinking if he can do something else. I don't remember what level Accelerator. I thought it was 3, but is it 3? Oh, it is 4. Okay. Let's see what he goes for. I mean, with 3 back row, I mean, it could be like, you know, double Reckless at most. One of them's got to be something. He's going to tribute that one, and he's going to reset the armor. Or what is he going for? I'm actually super curious to what he goes for. I was gonna go for double Arsenal. Okay. Maybe he's just trying to deck then. I like this card. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you get to target one Geargia monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand, except for himself. Is he going to go for like a Utopia? I mean, just to attack over it. I mean, he's got limited options at the moment, but I'm actually curious to see what he makes. Symphony to Djinn, attack over it? Well, look at first if you'd like to. I mean, you have to if you want to attack over it. Because I believe, is it a spellcaster? But yeah, I'm actually curious to see what he goes for. I mean, Utopia? And then Utopia Ray? Because I think you have to be, what is it, under 1,000 life points and you can activate its effect. And that would be pretty good. I forgot what Utopia Ray's exact effect is. But I know you can OTK real easy with it. I hope he can pull it off. Oh, no. Was it right? Is it a spellcaster? Oh, it's a fiend. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it gains that field spell boost of 300, which is pretty good. I think that is a pretty good idea. But if he had the option to Utopia Ray OTK, that'd be pretty cool. That'd have been the coolest comeback. Our player in the red can't draw because he is under Reckless Greed. And with 3 back row, you have no answers to that, really? And maybe he's got like a Torrential or something, but I would have probably just Torrential and 2 double summons of that. Like, why not? They get banished so they don't get their effects anyways, and he had to use 2 cards for it. So he's being a guard. Did he have Reborn? Like, what does our player in the red have? I mean, he's already used Reborn. I mean, Dark Worlds aren't going to play Call of the Haunted. Oh. There's the route. And is he going to bounce back to Ralpha? I guess. Equip Axe of Despair. Oh, no. As soon as he summoned that, he's going to activate Torrential. So you guys remember, I was right. It was a Torrential Tribute. So that's pretty good for our player in the blue. Because he'll be able to detach with Mighty Stroke. And that card will actually go to the graveyard because it's an Exceed material, and with Dimensional Fissure out, they still go to the graveyard. So he's going to activate the field spell. So he's going kind of sacky here. He's just really hoping to get something that can maybe de-prison. And really, I really felt our player in the red like had that. Like, what's his? I felt like our player in the blue really should have lost that. But that was awesome. Oh, I timed out doing an activity. But thanks for watching Game 2, guys. Asian Dragon signing out.